Well, I hope you had a great Christmas and Happy New Year to you, 2024. Well, again, it's been a while since I got on and put a new video up. Sometimes it's just very hard to get your head around sitting down and talking about CAA. But today I'm not here to talk about CAA. I'm actually here because in September I had something happen to me that took me down another road. Now, I started documenting it then because I thought, well, if it goes into something, then I can talk to you about it, and I've already, got some video of it. So what I'm going to do is just tell you that briefly in September 2023, I started having excruciating pain in my left leg. And what I ended up doing, because in 2018 I'd had spinal stenosis and had to have surgery, and so I was very fearful that it had actually returned, and so I thought, well, if this is going to be spinal stenosis again, I'm going to videotape it and then add that to this channel, or put it on a new channel for spinal stenosis. I don't really know. I don't keep enough to this one. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is have a quick little few second chat here. Then I'm going to add it to the first combine the first little chit chats I had, and then we'll go on from there. So the next video you see was done in, I don't know whether it was October, I can't remember actually when I did it, and so I will get you to have a listen to that. I did think at the time the pain could either be my hip, or I actually thought it might be a strained groin muscle as well, and also then I thought it was spinal stenosis. So bear with me, and it's actually got a very important twist in this as we move along, that I never saw coming, and has now put me in a quandary. So follow. It's interesting, and as I said, even if you're not interested in what this might be, it has actually got something very serious as I go along in there that has put me in a quandary. So stay tuned. Thank you. Well, hi, my name's Jean, and you may have seen me on some of my other videos talking about the diagnosis that I have, which is cerebral amyloid angiopathy. But today I'm actually here to talk to you about spinal stenosis. Now, I'm sitting here because 5 years ago, around this time, I actually found myself in surgery after being diagnosed with spinal stenosis, and I was having a laminectomy and decompression surgery. Now, I was happy to say that after that time, in the last 5 years, my back's been great. I've not had any problems, but I'm sitting here today hoping like hell that it hasn't returned. And just in case, I thought I would start documenting it so that if I've got it, you can come along with me and share my pain. For the last 7 weeks, I have had excruciating pain in my leg, my left leg, pain up and down the top of my leg and the bottom of my leg, on my outer thigh, on my inner thigh, down my groin area, and I really thought that maybe it was my hip. And I couldn't walk without jerking because the pain was so bad, and I developed a limp and I can't sleep at night, and and I just kept waiting for it to go away. Now, because of CAA, I'm not allowed to take anti-inflammatories because they do hold there are sort of like a blood thinning agent, and because of the bleeds in my brain, I'm not allowed to take blood thinners. So I haven't been able to take any anti-inflammatories, and I'm not taking any painkillers. I am just really suffering through this, and my family is suffering through this as well. So, I've been to the doctor now, who ummed and ahed whether it was my hip, or she looked back at my past, and the actual pain from 2018 was actually in my left leg. So she's finally set up for me to have a CT scan, an ultrasound, and I believe a normal x-ray. But I couldn't get in because that's 3 different things I've got to have done. And I couldn't get in until another 2 weeks time. So that'll be like 3 weeks since I saw the doctor. So of course then 2 days after that, I will get to see my GP, who will tell me the outcome. Now, where we go from there, I have no idea. She seemed skeptical to think that it was my back, so it was the spinal stenosis. But the more I'm going along, I'm really thinking it is the spinal stenosis, because I can sit and have my back sitting in like a different position, and it will, when I go to walk, will ease the pain. I can sit and it will be worse. I've tried doing a few exercises for spinal stenosis, and that will tend to ease it off. But don't get me wrong, right? When I'm saying easing off, I don't really mean easing off. I really mean I'm still in excruciating pain. It's just maybe 2 degrees less. I'm really worried about this because, God, it's been a tough 3 years since I was diagnosed, and a roller coaster ride. And with all of that I've gone through, I've suffered from depression and anxiety, and I just don't need it. The one plus I can say is I wake up every morning and I'm still here. And so far with the CAA, I don't have I have mild cognitive impairment, but I don't have anything worse than that. The seizures or episodes that I have with the CAA have eased off as well. So, I was just getting to a point where I was starting to breathe again, try basically not to think of anything again, and just rest my brain. And now I feel like here we are again. I know that it's going to take such a long time ahead by the time I get the scans done, see the doctor, probably go to an initial doctor who'll make his decision then whether what it is, if that's what it is, and whether I need surgery. And then if I need surgery, then I have to be referred to a specialist, and then having to wait for the specialist. I could really be looking into 2024 before I see anything happening. Oh, so where does that take me? I guess now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on to this video. I'll make this my first video, and when I go to see my GP and get the results and see what that says, then I'll make another video and I'll add it. I'm actually putting this video on my CAA journey video page, whatever you call it, YouTube channel. Unless I find that I have got it, and then maybe I'll do a channel of its own. However, so here we are. Where do we go from here? God, I just feel bloody heck, you know. Oh, I try to be a positive person, but sometimes, you know, these things are sent to challenge you. Whew, I'm glad that I didn't have a holiday planned this year, because I don't think I would have been able to go. In fact, in 2018, we had booked travel to India, and we missed out. We weren't able to go because I had to have the surgery. And yeah, so thankfully we had travel insurance and I was able to get our money refunded. So that was all right. So anyway, I'm just going to be positive and upbeat, and I hope that we can get through this without surgery if it's spinal stenosis. Between the when in 2018 I saw a GP, then I saw a specialist, and I'm pretty sure it was the specialist sent me for steroid injection. And so by the time I got to the specialist, it had eased the pain in my leg. However, because I was having trouble with, I didn't seem to be receiving the signals that I needed to urinate or poop. That took it into a different category, and I think that was called cordia equina. And that actually, I think that was why I had the surgery, because that can be, you know, you can lose your bowel, and that's a pretty serious step. So, and I think I had a spur as well, I think. So I'm not going to get panicky right now. I know it could be my hip, but I looked online for about to see whether it might be my hip and I might need a hip replacement. And although it had a couple of the symptoms, it was missing some major symptoms. So I've really ruled out hip. So, you know, and there was a couple of things going on also with the other leg, and therefore I don't think it's my hip, because I was getting like little down my top of my legs. Not that I know what a wave of electricity it would be, but you know, it's like little shock waves, but it was on both legs, and it was running from, you know, my groin on the top of my leg, but from, you know, where your groin is kind of thing, but going down in like waves. Like, it was very hard, but it was like a little electric pulses, maybe even pulses is the right word. So I don't think that would be, it wasn't my back for some reason. Anyway, that's it for now. As I say, I'm going to hold this back until I get to the next one, and then I'll just add them as they go. All right, well, you have a great day and stay positive, and I'll see you on the next video.